Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my Xbox One slash Xbox Series X collection. By no means is this the best collection on YouTube, right? But I do think it's small, but I think it's a rather solid collection. So let's get into it. All right, so let's get started. I guess we'll start off with the three newest games that I picked up for the Xbox One slash Series X. You guys will see these videos again in next week's video. It's a monthly pickups video, and it is rather large because I haven't shared with you the games that I've picked up since February, I think, was the last one. So it's crazy, right? It's going to be a lot of games. Anyway, three newest video games that I picked up for the Xbox One slash Series X. We have here Mass Effect, the Legendary Edition. This is just classic. The reason I got it on the Xbox is because that's where I experienced the series to begin with. I played all three games on the Xbox 360, absolutely loved them. Started playing through Mass Effect 1, and it was kind of a slog, not gonna lie. Haven't picked it up in a couple of weeks, but I definitely want to see my way through these games. I mean, definitely one of my favorite series ever, honestly. Really good stuff. Biomutant. This is an open world action game. It's not the best, to be honest. It feels quite dated. Not the best, but it looks really good on the Series X. And then I picked this up last week. Target had it on sale for 20 bucks. That's why it's still sealed. It's Balan Wonderworld. Reviews haven't been the best for this game, and I was interested in it, but I didn't want to pay full price. So I guess it paid off that I waited because I only paid 20 bucks. I'm currently playing through Hitman. This is the complete first season. It's the Steelbook edition, right? This is fantastic. Absolutely love this game. At first I couldn't get into it just because I'm used to the Hitman, the older Hitman games where it was more or less of a more of a linear experience, and I felt like there were too many options in this game when I initially started playing it. But I picked it up, started playing it again, and it's really fun. And I also have Hitman 2. I guess this is the second season, and as you can see, it's still sealed. Haven't played it yet because I'm trying to get through the first season, and once I'm done, I'll definitely move on to Hitman 3. Ori and the Blind Forest. I actually played through this game. I bought the digital version, and then it eventually came out physical, and I bought it when it was cheap because this is a fantastic series. Along with, we have here Ori and the Will of the Wisp. Because I love the series so much, I went ahead and got the collector's edition. A fantastic game. Oh my gosh, if you haven't played this, you definitely should. I don't care if you play it on the Xbox or if you play it on the Switch or I guess even PC. Play Ori and the Will of the Wisp and let me know what you think. And if you played it, let me know what you think. This one actually brought tears to my eyes, just saying. All right, time for some Gears of War. We have Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Gears of War 4, and Gears of War 5. I enjoy me a good open world game. That's one of my favorite genres. Love me an open world. So the Far Cry series does a great job of that. Far Cry 4, the limited edition. I have Far Cry Primal Deluxe Edition, which I have not. For some reason, I can't get into this game. I don't want to let go of it because I eventually do want to try again. And it has a really cool steelbook. And I like me some steelbooks, but for some reason, I don't know what it is, can't get into it. And then I also have a Far Cry 5, another steelbook edition, and Far Cry New Dawn, which I haven't yet played. I got super cheap. I think it was like 15 bucks, like a deal of the day on GameStop. A little change of pace here with The Evil Within. Super intense game. Played through this one. Really like it. Has that survival horror vibe to it. And then we have here The Evil Within 2. Another game that I got for cheap. Just haven't played it yet. This is a series that I really need to get into. I have played the original Dishonored, but I don't think I made it through Dishonored 2. It's the limited edition. It comes with the definitive edition of Dishonored. And then I also have here Dishonored Death of the Outsider. If I'm not mistaken, this is like the standalone DLC that came out for it as well. Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. Remedy knocked it out of the park with this one, guys. Control is one of my favorite games of 2019. Love the vibe, love the gameplay, looked amazing on the Xbox One. I know there's like an Ultimate Edition. I haven't picked that up yet, and I'm not quite sure if I will, but this is a phenomenal game that I just got sucked into. I think I even streamed majority of it. Got another Remedy game here. It's Quantum Break. I really don't have to say much about these next two games. This is Red Dead Redemption 2. It's the Game of the Year edition that includes the DLC Undead Nightmare. Really cool thing about this is that, of course, we all know this came out on the 360, but I don't know if there's any other games that do this, that brand both the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. I think that's pretty cool, so I picked it up for super cheap. And also we have here Red Dead Redemption 2 Special Edition. I mean, don't need to say much. Great games. I like a lot of genres, right? I just told you open world's one of my favorite. I guess one of my, I don't want to call it a guilty pleasure because there's really no need to feel guilty about liking like mystery games, right? So I do enjoy a good Sherlock Holmes. Crimes and Punishments was pretty dope. I haven't played Agatha Christie, the ABC Murders, but I have it. And when I'm in the mood to play a mystery game, I'm definitely going to check it out. Honestly, I wish this would have been more of a trend. This is Rare Replay, 30 rare games, one collection on one disc. Games like you have Banjo and Kazooie, Nuts and Bolts. What else? Conker's Bad Fur Day, RC Pro Am, the Viva Pinata games. I mean, 30 games, Perfect Dark, all on this one disc, grabbed by ghoulies. That's a deep cut. Lots of good stuff on here, and it plays really well, and I like the overall presentation. Recore. I almost forgot that I owned this. Rage 2, and also Shenmue 1 and 2. Forza Horizon 4, this is the Ultimate Edition. This series, the Forza Horizon series, is just when it comes to arcade racing, this is top of the line, top tier for sure. Forza Horizon 4, I mean, there's been so much great DLC that's been dropped for this game. You got the Legos. There's also, I think, the Hot Wheels stuff dropped. I haven't played much of that. But yeah, I can't wait for a new Forza Horizon game, right? This one is in the UK, and I think the new one's going to be in Mexico. So yeah, Forza Horizon 4, great stuff. Song of the Deep, this is the collector's edition. It's basically a Metroidvania that Insomniac put out. And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, I got this at GameStop. I think it was like the physical version was limited or exclusively at GameStop. And it was super cheap, so I picked it up. But yeah, it's a Metroidvania that's pretty good. No one seems to really talk about. Prey. Now, this is one that I want to play sooner rather than later. I heard the atmosphere is phenomenal, very similar to something like BioShock, and that is my jam. So I do want to hop on this very, very soon to see what it's all about. A Way Out. I haven't gotten through this game yet. Believe it or not, my son and I started playing this maybe a year or so ago, and we just never got back to it. But it has a pretty cool concept. This is by the same people that put out It Takes Two, which ironically enough, my son and I are currently playing. But it's basically you have to play this game with another person, right? It's a co-op game that has to be played either local or online co-op. And yeah, I don't know. I want to get back into it, but you know, need somebody to play with. If anyone out there wants to play A Way Out with me, hey, let me know. But like I said, I did get through a bit of it with my son. Alien Isolation. I've never finished this game because, to be honest with you, it was way too intense and it was freaking me out. The sound design is very good in this game and it looks great. I'm not the type when it comes to survival horror. I don't like when things are chased, like it just builds up. I like it, but I don't. And this game, it just, whoo, it got weight. That intensity just built up too much that I haven't picked it back up. Maybe this coming Halloween I'll try to stream it or something. But yeah, it scared the crap out of me. Got some Tomb Raider games here. Shadow of the Tomb Raider and Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is great. To be honest with you, both of these games are great. Tomb Raider titles, very Uncharted like. Has that Uncharted vibe to it. Even though Tomb Raider was around first, I feel like they kind of, saw what was going on with Uncharted and kind of hopped on that boat, which isn't a bad thing. But yeah, two great games. And I mean, when are we getting another Tomb Raider game, right? I mean, I don't need one every year, but it would be great to see another game in this series. Fallout 4. I haven't completed this one, but me looking at this case right now totally, it makes me remember that Fallout 3 is included, which is pretty awesome. That makes me want to go play Fallout 3. Yeah, there was something about the base building in this game that I really couldn't get into. But Fallout 4. Wow, you know what? Looking at this makes me want to play Fallout 3. I had totally forgotten that it was included in this with this game, so that's pretty awesome. But yeah, I didn't get too far in Fallout 4. There was something about the base building mechanic. I know a lot of people loved it, but I just couldn't get into it for some reason. Sunset Overdrive, great game, cool exclusive. This makes me, just totally appreciate the days when Xbox did have exclusives like this. And that's no shade on Xbox, okay? Just to be honest, just to be real with you guys, I'm honestly saying that I wish that Xbox would have more exclusives out there because they have a fantastic console. They should take advantage of it. But I see where they're going. I see their direction. I see it. I get it. But this was really good. Really unique Insomniac game that impressed me. Beautiful colors, great gameplay. Borderlands 3. Guys, this cover art is just so awesome. I love it. I love it. Out of all the Borderlands games, this is probably my least favorite Borderlands game. And that's just me being honest. I just couldn't get into it. I played through the entire game. I haven't touched any of the DLC and I'm okay. But yeah, there was something about, I just thought the overarching story was just cheesy and the villains weren't all that. It just wasn't good. But I love that loop, that, looting and shooting and doing all that good stuff. Star Wars Fallen Order. Whoo, this one surprised me. This is probably one of the first Star Wars games that I have played through and completed and really, really enjoyed. Actually, this is probably one of the first Star Wars games that I've ever really played. Never played KOTOR or KOTOR 2 or anything. So yeah, this was really good. Really love Jedi Fallen Order, and I'm hoping, the way it ended, I'm hoping we get something after that. And then last but not least, we have here Cyberpunk 2077, which I played probably 30 minutes of and realized that it's a janky piece of hot garbage. And this was, I got it on release, and I haven't gone back. I know that CD Projekt Red has added some patches, so I eventually will get around to it. I wasn't gonna trade it in or sell it or anything like that because this is something that I'm interested in playing. I just didn't want to play it with all the issues that the entire game was facing. So I will play this. Don't know when, but I will play Cyberpunk 2077. Heard overall it's a great game. It's like there's too many technical issues, and honestly, I don't know now that what it's looking like with these patches. So we shall see. So that is my Xbox One slash Xbox Series X collection. Guys, in the comment box below, let me know what games you enjoy playing on your Xbox One or Series X or Series S. I want to thank all of you for watching this video, and I'll check you next time.